Nice thing about getting up this early is no one else is out here, so you don't have crowds to deal with, and you got a beautiful view. All right, so it's December 31st right now, probably January 1st by the time you're seeing this. How do you challenge yourself? So today I'm starting my journey on a marathon, and I have 2 months. I'm doing the LA Marathon. I have been barely training. I'm running on a good day, maybe 8 to 10 miles. On a bad day, not at all. So I need to start taking this seriously. That's my challenge to myself. What do you want to challenge yourself with this year? So the first thing is to really figure out what do you want to do, write it down, hold yourself accountable, make sure you can achieve it. Challenge yourself, push yourself, figure out something that does make you come out of your comfort zone, but you don't necessarily have to go above and beyond. Do something you think deep down you know you can achieve, but you're gonna have to push yourself a little bit harder than normal. There's different ways to maintain accountability. You can tell a friend, you can tell a family member, you can write it down on a wall, you can set a reminder for it. Figure out what's most effective for you. What I found is actually writing daily goals down on a board is a really good way for me to feel accountable for it. If I don't check that box, I know I failed at something that I set out to do that day. So for me, that's worked really well. Try the same thing. I don't recommend using a phone for this because it's easy to ignore our phones. Our phones are something that we're constantly on, and setting a reminder daily just feels like a task or a chore. Where if you have something like a chalkboard, a wall, somewhere you can actually write this down, then it's much easier because you're physically writing this down every day, and you know when you check that box, you accomplish that task. Also, leaving those boxes unchecked makes you feel accountable. Now, it's funny because we always look at the New Year's as this grandiose catalyst for change. However, the reality is you can change any day you want. You can implement something today that you do tomorrow. You need to build habits that are healthy and what you want to achieve and work towards them. So ultimately, yes, it's the New Year's. It is a great time to reset, get rid of whatever you don't need out of your system, purge it out. It's the 31st, have fun tonight. But the reality is you need to start today. Whether you're watching this on January 1st, May 5th, doesn't matter. If you don't implement something, you're never gonna get there. So don't continue to have that tomorrow mentality. Get up, get off your ass. That's the biggest thing. If you wanna go to the gym, stand up. Doesn't matter if you're watching TV, just get off the couch, get out of that chair, stand up and start to move around, because ultimately that's gonna help you get your blood flowing, get you motivated, get your brain working a little more to get off the couch and go do whatever you wanna do. So one important thing to do is always mix it up. I thought I was gonna be running on the beach the whole day, but I decided to run through some neighborhoods. That way I get a change of scenery. I run on the beach a lot. Yes, it's awesome, don't get me wrong, but it does get old. So if you do the same thing over and over again every day, you're gonna get bored. Running by its very nature is boring, so hook a left, hook a right. Change up your plans. As you're running, just figure out where you wanna go and then maybe change it. See where there's traffic, see where there's people, stay out of the way, make sure you can get in that zone and keep going. Let's get back to it. Another important thing is the ability to accept failures, learn from them, and move past them. It's a reality of life. You're gonna fail at times. You're not always gonna achieve the things you set out to. However, if you take an attempt, instead of saying, oh, things will get better and look at it that way, think of it as a way to learn. How do you get better because of that? What are your new opportunities presented to you as a result of that failure? Those are things that are realities that, again, you just need to live with. I set out to get 10,000 subscribers last year. I fortunately, because of this last 2 weeks, got to 5,000. So I only got about half of that. Hard work was my fault. I didn't put in enough work to get to that 10K mark. I need to learn from that. I need to see what went well over the year, what didn't go well, and implement that moving forward. Do the same. You know, it's funny how habits work, because I actually, this whole walk, was going to get a breakfast burrito because it's something I really like. I know it's not the healthiest, but I figured, hey, screw it. It's December 31st, get it out of my system. As I'm walking there, I just decided I didn't really want it anymore. These are things over the last few days, instead of waiting for the first, I've actually been trying to eat healthier for the last month, 2 months. And so I've actually built habits, and now those things that I have as cravings, a lot of times if I just wait enough or really think, do I actually want this? Am I gonna feel good after I eat it? I don't even want it anymore. So I lucked out. I ended up going to the grocery store. I got a few groceries for today. I got some champagne. Come on, it is New Year's. But ultimately, you've got to start these habits as soon as you can. By implementing them, it doesn't become a thing that challenges yourself as much. It just becomes a reality and a norm for you. So for me, it was a breakfast burrito I wanted. I'm probably going to have some type of cheat meal today. I'm thinking pizza instead. But instead of having a breakfast burrito, pizza, drinking champagne, you can eliminate some of those variables, and over time and aggregate, that actually adds up to a lot. So start today. Doesn't matter when it is, doesn't matter what it is. Increment, start today, hold yourself accountable. So we've all got a laundry list of reasons we can't do things. We're busy at work, we've got a new project, we've got kids, we've got a family, we've got a lot of things going on in our lives. So what you can do is try to incorporate things into those lives. I'm gonna bike to work today. Do I really want to do that? No, it's kind of cold outside. Yeah, I'm a wuss. It's California. I moved from the East Coast. I used to deal with this stuff. But yes, it's colder than I would like it to be. I would rather drive to work. It's much easier. I get there quicker. But the reality is if I bike, it's gonna add what? Maybe 15 minutes to a half hour to my entire commute. It's gonna get my blood pumping. It's gonna get me ready for the workday. I'm not gonna get too sweaty. So I challenge you to do the same. Can you walk to work? Can you bike to work? Can you simply just walk around while you're at the office? Do you have a sit-stand desk? There's always ways to incorporate activity to get our blood flowing. Maybe right now you're trying to achieve something less physical and something more mental. Can you listen to an audiobook at work or over your lunch break? Figure out ways to not take up extra time throughout your day because we're all very busy, but figure out ways to incorporate these into your daily routines in a healthy way. So my last video, or really my first video of this series, I talked about minimalism and removing distractions. The same goes when you're trying to achieve your goals. When I go out and run, I don't like bringing my phone with me. I'm fortunate enough to have a watch which lets me listen to Bluetooth music. I definitely need music when I run or I'm gonna get really bored. But again, do the same thing. If you're going to the gym, try to challenge yourself not to bring your phone. I found on runs where I'm taking my phone, I end up getting distracted. I'm checking notifications, I'm browsing the web because I have a question, I'm looking at emails. These are things that are gonna stop you from running. If you can just hone in and focus when you go to the gym, when you're learning to code, turn your phone off, put it in a different room, remove those distractions so you can focus on what you want to achieve. We live in a world with constant notifications and distractions. The same goes to your real and your physical life that it does to your mental life. If you're trying to learn something, it's much easier without these constant distractions in the way. So I invite you guys to follow through with this challenge with me. Set a goal 2 months from now, a month from now, whatever you want to try to achieve in a realistic time frame. Let's go through the things we learned today. So you want to make sure that you're setting your goal. What is your goal? Make sure you have that clearly defined. From there, make sure you can be held accountable, whether that's writing it down, whether that's setting reminders, whether that's telling friends and family, all of the above. You need to make sure that you're held accountable, most importantly to yourself. So now that we know what we're doing, we're gonna hold ourselves accountable to do it. We have to figure out how to incorporate it. Is this something you need to do every day? Can you set aside time for it? Is it something you need to figure out how to incorporate into your everyday life? Figure out the actual approach you're gonna take, and then figure out how to implement it in the time frame that's necessary for you. For me to run a marathon in 2 months, I've got to train pretty darn hard. I've got to push myself. I enjoy doing this. I really like to set boundaries where I don't necessarily know I can achieve them because ultimately you come out stronger. Even if you failed, as we talked about earlier, you may fail your ultimate goal, but you may come out stronger as a result. I may end up running 18 miles someday, which would be a new personal record for me, and therefore I've achieved something. However, that being said, I'm going for the marathon. I hope you guys do follow along in that challenge with me. If there's any support, any feedback, any advice you can give me if you run a marathon or something similar, if you had a difficult challenge in your life, please put comments below. So even if you're doing something not physical, like learning to code or reading a book, still get up. Remember to get your blood flowing, get your brain active, get things moving. It's gonna be a lot more fun when you're not just stagnant sitting on a couch. Also, remember to change it up. Don't forget, things will get boring quickly. Incorporate some type of change, whether it's where you're doing the activity, how you're doing the activity, things like that will help keep it fresh and help keep it entertaining. Start today. Don't say, I'm gonna start this tomorrow. Don't say, I'm gonna start this 4 hours from now. Get ready. If you've got time to do it, go do it now. You're gonna miss the opportunity, and there's gonna be other people out there that will seize this opportunity in your place. So make sure it's something that you're ready to commit to and commit. You gotta go do it. We've gotta go for the run today. Even though I may not want to, even though I may be tired, if I don't do something, then I'm not making any progress towards my goals. And then ultimately throughout all this, we're gonna have built the habits. So I'm not even gonna want to realize that I'm running half the time. It's just gonna be muscle memory. It's gonna be reflex. I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna say, oh, 6:30, I need to go for my run. I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna feel better as a result. I'm gonna get through the marathon. That's my goal. Like I said, I set it out. I don't know how long it's gonna take me. I know what I want to achieve. It's probably not realistic, but I'm gonna push myself mentally. Again, challenge you guys to do the same. Join me along in this journey, guys. Hit that thumbs up if you learned something in this video. You have any questions, post them in the comments below. As always, it's been a pleasure. Throughout 2020, my goal is to try to do about 1 video a week. I want to do a higher quality video than I had been previously throughout 2019. I really want to put a lot of thought and energy, and I've realized that takes multiple days to both film and edit. So I'm gonna do that throughout 2020. I hope you guys join me. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. So, thought I was done filming this video. Hi, Haley. All right, so we just got back from a run. I actually thought I was done with this video, but I want to leave you guys with this. I was able to somehow pull 15 miles out of my ass. I've never run that far in my life. Not only did I do that, but I think I set my best half marathon time. I've only done that 3 times in my life if I ever even ran a half marathon. And I managed to pull out 15 miles. So I'm really proud of myself. I thought 3 miles in, I was gonna give up, I was gonna quit. Kind of kept pushing. You get into that zone, you start to zone out, and then you get to that point where you know you're hitting something new, and every little increment you push yourself beyond that is gonna be something new and a best for you. So push yourself. I'm gonna go die as I try to edit this video, but you guys got this. Commit, and you'll win. See ya.